Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final episode of Cantabria Infinita. Now we are currently on our way over to Market Little. I have got the remainder of the oil, because we still had some oil left over, we didn't need it all. And I've got salad on the back. Best price is Market Little, and we're just going to be doing a bit of selling. We've got loads of stuff to sell. I've also got a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar to get rid of. So yeah, this is going to be just an episode where we kind of tidy things up, get everything done, ready to move to the new map, which will be No Man's Land, as I already said. Now I did put a couple of ideas I had for how to do that into the Discord server. Unfortunately, Mr. Howie did have to rain on my parade a little because he pointed out that there were no contracts to do. I was planning on doing it based on contracts. That will not work, so I'm going to have to change the style a little. But anyway, that's not today. Today is still Cantabria. And it's been a great series. It has lasted a lot longer than it should have done in terms of time, because I only do 2 episodes a week, and sometimes I don't even do 2. Sometimes I do 1 or 0. It just depends on how much time I have available. I can never really tell with my work. But the next series, I'm going to actually get myself ahead before I release. So there will be a little bit of a gap in between Cantabria finishing and No Man's Land starting, and that's so I can give myself a head start. Also because I need to record the first episode and see how it goes. If I think it's not working very well, then maybe I'll change to a different map and go to the normal playstyle. But we'll see. So yeah, we've got oil, we've got salad, we've got sugar, we've got soybeans. We've got 1 field of soybeans to be harvested still, and we've got soybeans that I already harvested. We've also got corn that I didn't even know we had. So we've got corn to sell. Have we got anything else? I think that's it. What on earth is going on here with this trailer? For some reason he's rising up a little. I'm not quite sure why. And I think we're also... I want to see exactly how much we finish with in terms of cash. And to do that, really, I need to pay off the loan. So I think that's going to be one of the next jobs, is to pay off the loan once we've sold this. Look at that. That's a nice income, 145,000. And we can get a little bit more as well. Another 8735. Okay, so let's go into here. We can repay the entire loan. I will do that by spamming it, and then I'll come back. There we go. A hell of a lot of spamming, but we are left with a loan of 0 and just shy of 600,000 euros, which means we've been incredibly successful. Now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to the sugar factory, actually. I think we're going to get rid of some sugar. I was going to say we'll go back to the salad factory, but that is actually still running. So there's not much point in doing all of that. May as well actually go to the sugar factory, which is just down the road. Very, very handy. We do still have sugar cane in that factory. I think what I'll do though is I'll just work out the value of the sugar cane and add the money directly through easy dev, because otherwise it's going to take far too long. We've got all sorts of things still left in the production as well. So we've got apples still on the trees. We've got olives still on the trees as well, I suppose. I confused myself then. We've got sugar cane still in here, as well as sugar that we're now going to sell. And what else have we got? Ooh, how did I manage to do that? What else have we got? We've got all sorts, to be honest. We might even have silage left over. Right, let me get this lot loaded. and then we can go and sell some. Back up to Lidl then, which is actually the best price for sugar. So we're going to take this straight up. We're not going to get anywhere near as much as we just got for the other stuff, because this is only worth around 2,400 per 1,000 litres, so nowhere near what we had previously. We've also got some oil there. I did not know that. I thought we'd used it all. Well, I thought I'd taken it all. Clearly not. So after this, I'm going to get the rest of the sugar gone, and then that will be sugar time finished, basically. And we'll move on to the soybean harvest. Well, in fact, I think we're going to leave the soybean harvest until the very end. It's going to be the last thing we do, I think, is harvest a field. I think it's quite a fitting way to finish the series, really. Whoa, slow down. Okay, so 72,000. Oops. And yeah, 4,840 per pallet. I will go and get rid of the rest of the sugar pallets, of which there are a lot. And then we'll move on to something else. There are plenty of things for us to sell. So, yep, I'll go and sort the sugar, and I'll see you soon. We're loaded up with corn then, and the best place for us to take this corn is point of sale 2. So, let's head off there. This guy is not the best for doing a job like this. He does struggle a little bit. Especially when I do things like that. It's not going to help. He's not as powerful as the MAN trucks. To be honest, he's not as powerful as many of the trucks in the game. It's an older vehicle, but it does work well. It takes a little while to get going, but it's a workhorse, and I still love that gear stick. Look at it. Look at that. Actually moving as we move through the gears. It's awesome. So the bank balance has increased. That's because I've sold off all the sugar. I also took the oil and sold that. And I think that was it. So we've got a load of salad left to sell still. I have just loaded all of the juice onto the juice factory. No, all of the soft drinks from the soft drink factory onto the trailer. That's what I meant to say. I forgot how to use words. Not very useful. So take this guy down here. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We had to drop the speed to get around the corners, and now he's struggling to pull that. But he does his job very well. I'm really not speaking good English today. Me no speaking English. I don't know what's going on. Can you get... Oh, nuts. I was just about to say, can we get up enough speed to overtake this guy? And we got caught against that truck. It's because we're barely staying in the line. We're not even in lane. I've got to watch it because there's another cement truck coming up. I haven't really seen, at least from the stuff I've watched, I haven't seen traffic in FS22. I haven't seen what it looks like, if we've got any new vehicles or anything like that. I haven't noticed it. But I have to say I haven't been looking for it either, so that could be why. And look, our sugar is regrowing. We might even be ready to harvest again. That is the good thing with sugarcane, that it does regrow. But I do not need sugarcane. No. In here, without hitting the pole. Good. And I'm not expecting a massive amount because it's 1100 per 1,000 litres. So we're talking about 64, just less than 64,000, I think. Which is still good. But, yeah, not the world's best value. So, take that cover off. And let's tip. The money doesn't rocket up as much as when you sell pallets of stuff. When you sell pallets for the first time and you see the money rocket, it's really, really satisfying. So there we go, I told you. 64, no, it's just less than 65. Ah, I was wrong. Okay. 64,910. Right, I will go and refill with the remainder of the corn. Oh, we are always stuck behind something. The worst thing in FS19 is that in a tractor you get stuck behind cars. I have never been anywhere in real life where that happens. Anywhere. If anybody has, please tell me. But I have never in my life been stuck behind seen a tractor stuck behind a car. Just impossible. Right, so we've got 24,280 remaining. That's what we're going to sell now. Again, not expecting a massive amount, but every little helps, and we are now above the 1 million mark. So, take that cover off. There we go. Okay, I still haven't fixed my pedals, but I will do that before I start the next series. So, let's sell some soft drinks. Here we go, we're loaded. And where do we need to go to sell? Let's see. Market, Lidl. Okay, we've been going to Lidl a lot today. But it's not too bad because Lidl is pretty close to us here. Still got a little bit of compost over there, but I'm not going to bother selling that because honestly it's not worth anything. Compost is great for fertilizer, but it's not worth anything. We've also got loads of slurry and loads of manure left. I was planning on getting it all sold before the end of the series, but it's just a lot of extra work. As we're not moving the money across to the new series, I can't be bothered to do the work, to be perfectly honest. Loading all of these pallets up throughout the series has just exhausted me. I've had it. Finished with pallets for a while. That's why I'm not going to do any production, but at least that's the plan. Maybe there'll be some amazing production come out that I really want to do. But I'm not planning on doing any production on No Man's Land because I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I want to go back to farming. Let me go back to farming. I mean, look at this. This is our final episode. I'm just selling loads of stuff. And then we're finally going to do some actual farming at the end of it. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on with this trailer today. It seems to be having issues. Okay. So this is the last thing we're going to sell. I've decided. Everything else I'm not going to bother selling. I know we could, but I can't be bothered. Let's just do this. There we go. And let's go and sell the last 2 pieces. There we go. So 1.184. So now let's go and do the harvest, and this is where we will finish. No, don't reset. There we go. So soybean harvest over there. Let me show you the field number. Field number 4, the big one. That one has been done. So this is now the last field. It's the last field of the series. It's very sad. I have really enjoyed being on this map though. It's a really, really nice map. And I didn't find out until really late that it's actually a conversion. I think someone said a conversion from 17, but I don't remember. But yeah, I never even knew that. 17, I kind of got hooked on the same maps and didn't leave them. Like Coldborough Park Farm, loved that one. Loved it. The Valley, the old farm, I think I had a save game with maybe 500 hours on it. Those were my favourites. And so I kind of stuck with them. And I didn't do much map trying. Plus I don't download maps very often. I don't download anything very often from sites that aren't ModHub. So, and I know some of the really good ones aren't on ModHub. We'll have to see how that works with FS22. Maybe there'll be better stuff offline. Not offline, but not on ModHub. We'll see. I'm rambling. I kind of want to do this as a time lapse, but I don't know. If you can probably tell from my voice, I'm not really feeling it. It's not that I'm not feeling like farming. It's just that I'm not feeling like I want to do a load of editing. I'd like this to be an easy edit, as it's the last one. But I don't know. Let's get the headland done. I think I can manage to talk about something interesting enough to not be considered rambling for, maybe a few minutes. But as it's the end of the series, if you have played this map, whether it's because you've been following my series or you've just saw it and you wanted to try it, let me know what you thought of it, and also what kind of style you went with. Because when you start the game up, the map, it gives you an option. You get to choose fruit farming, cattle farming, or arable farming. Which I think it calls it classic farming, maybe. And I went for classic, and that's why we had this farm. That's the exact reason we got it, because we chose that option. So yeah, if anyone has been playing, let me know what style you did and what you thought of the map. Can't believe how long this series has been going on. 50 episodes is a lot, I have to say. No Man's Land, I think I'm gonna put a hard limit on it. This one I decided to go a little bit longer because we got to a point where things were going well. But actually, we kind of started repeating the same stuff over and over again, much like me when I talk, I know. But yeah, we kind of started doing the same things and it got dull. The same with Charwell. Love Charwell, really, really awesome map. Apart from that incredibly annoying collision thing that I do not understand that is outside the main gate, that I don't know what that is. You'll know if you've seen me playing Charwell. You've seen me get stuck on it. It's this impossible collision that you only hit with certain vehicles and certain tools, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the height because it doesn't matter what tool you've got. Really stupid. But yeah, when it gets too repetitive and it's in a series, I get a bit bored. When it's my own private save games, I don't care. Like, my private save games, I'm currently playing Bredo. I'm playing the Pro version, which is Maze Plus everything compatible, and it's really, really cool. I really like it. And you know what? I've been doing everything manually. I think the only times I've been using workers is when I have got more than one field to work on at the same time. But the rest of the time, yeah, I'm doing it with just myself, usually first person as well. And I don't mind. But when it's the series, I don't know. The longer the job is, the more I have to edit it as well. And that can be a big burden. And talking of editing, I'm now going to seamlessly cut to being almost at the end of the field. We are very, very close to the end. And that does mean end of the field, and end of the day, and end of the series. Now, I'm not feeling emotional. I know I keep saying it's the end of a series, but it's kind of like, if I think about when I started this, that was a long time ago. That was... No, I was going to say pre-COVID, but it's not pre-COVID. But, you know, it was a really, really long time ago. I've been playing this map, putting hours in. You wouldn't believe the number of hours on the save game, because it's not the same as the number of hours I've actually recorded, including live streams and everything else. It's a lot more than that. There's a lot of work that goes in. You know, I watch other people's stuff. Scroft mentioned it the other day in one of his videos. Well, I watched it the other day. The video was his Italia series from months ago. But he mentioned that it took him 3 hours real time to do a job. And if you're making these videos for YouTube, you do have to do that. You have to actually do something for 2, 3, 4 hours and then try and cut it down to a 20-25 minute video. It's a lot of work. And it is good fun, but it makes it, it's kind of like, I don't do this because I want people to love the videos and say that they really like them. But when they do, and I've put that much effort in, it is nice. I'll be honest. I don't do it for recognition, but it's nice to know that something you've done, something you've made, is making people happy. Even if it's just, you know, a couple of Farming Simulator players online. But I'm a Farming Simulator player. I love Farming Simulator. I'm not gonna have anyone say anything bad about this beloved game. Ooh, I'm still flying. I forgot about that. It's because obviously I have to take some screenshots. So, last thing we're going to do. We're going to fill up with the soybeans we got from the other field. I'm quite amazed actually. There isn't that much of a difference. We got 25,000 I think from field 4, and from field 1 we've got just under 19,000. So, yeah. Fill it up. And we'll have to work out where we're actually going to take this, because I do not know where the best place to go is. Let's have a quick check. Soybeans, point of sale 4, where is that? Okay, what's the price difference? Point of sale 1. Point of sale 1 is the one that's closest, right? Yeah. And what's the price difference? Oh, negligible. Right, we're going there. We're going there. So. Noisy, noisy, noisy. But this will fetch good money. I'm quite impressed actually with how much we got anyway, because those fields were not fertilised. They did have slurry put on them. Wow. I put slurry on them before seeding. But the seeder isn't using fertiliser, and I didn't apply any extra fertiliser. I think there was something like... I think they were second stage fertilised, but no herbicide either, so they had weeds in there. Why is herbicide called herbicide? Yeah, I know, I'm driving across the field. Why is herbicide called herbicide and not... Well, it is called pesticide. But pesticide isn't pesticide for bugs. I don't know. This is what happens. When I'm tired, I ramble. Right, how much are we going to get for this? A good amount by the looks of it. $93,500. Awesome. Okay, so that is us done. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fly up. I'm going to put super speed on. Let's just go and have a say goodbye to the farm. A lovely pig area. Our main farm here. And it's a bit misty today. But yeah, this place has done us well. I've had great fun here, and I hope that you've all had fun watching. So until I see you next time for No Man's Land, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.